Welcome to AZ English Fluency, where we guide you on your complete journey from A to Z. Hello everyone, I'm Adam. Today, we are moving beyond just correct English. We are going deeper. We're talking about the soul of your communication. We are talking about your voice. Have you ever felt that when you speak English, your true personality, your energy, your passion, your unique perspective gets lost in translation? That even when you have something incredibly important to say, your voice sounds flat or hesitant or just not like you? I want you to know that you are not alone in feeling this way. It is a nearly universal challenge for advanced learners, and today we are going to change that. This is a masterclass on unlocking your authentic, charismatic voice. We will explore how subtle, often overlooked speech patterns shape how others perceive you, and more importantly, how you perceive yourself. I want to give you a blueprint to sound not just correct, but compelling, not just fluent, but influential. If this is the next step you've been waiting for in your English journey, take a moment right now to subscribe to the channel. It's a small click for you, but it's a big step toward committing to your growth. Let's start this transformation together. Let's begin by addressing the silent charisma killer. Why is it that some people can speak perfect grammar and use sophisticated vocabulary yet still fail to make an impact? The answer often lies not in what they are saying, but how they are saying it. Bland pronunciation is a problem because it creates a disconnect. It can make a passionate person sound indifferent. It can make a knowledgeable person sound unsure. There is a surprising and powerful link between subtle speech patterns and how we are perceived. A monotone pitch, where your voice stays on one flat note, can be interpreted by the listener's subconscious as boredom or a lack of confidence. A rushed pace, where words tumble out too quickly, can signal anxiety or a lack of authority. These are not reflections of who you truly are, but they become the mask that you wear when you speak English. Think about the great communicators you admire. Think of someone like Barack Obama, or Oprah Winfrey, or maybe a brilliant TED speaker you've seen. What do they all have in common? It's not just their words, it's their vocal charisma. They use their voice like an instrument. They know when to be loud and when to be soft. They know when to speed up to show excitement and when to slow down to emphasize a crucial point. They use pauses not because they are searching for words, but because they want you to think about what they just said. This is not magic, it is a skill, and it is a skill that is completely learnable. It feels tangible because it is. You can learn to do this too. So, how do we start? We need a blueprint. Your authentic pronunciation blueprint begins with awareness. You cannot change what you do not notice. The first practical step is a brave one: self-assessment. I want you to record yourself speaking English for just 1 minute. It could be you reading a paragraph from a book or just talking about your day. Then listen back to it. But don't listen to critique your grammar. Listen for your baseline. What do you notice? Is your pitch range limited? Do you stay in a narrow middle zone? Is your pace too fast, perhaps because you are nervous? Do you sound like yourself? Once you have a baseline, we can target the 3 core authentic voice blockers: pitch, pace, and projection. Let's talk about pitch. Many learners, when speaking a new language, unconsciously tighten their throat muscles, which limits their vocal range. They get stuck in a higher, tighter, or flatter pitch than their natural voice. To unlock this, try a simple exercise. Hum. Just hum a low note. Feel the vibration in your chest. Then slowly slide that hum up to a high note, feeling it move into your head. Do this a few times. You are exploring the full territory of your voice. When you speak English, try to use more of this territory. Don't just stay in the middle. Next is pace. Nerves often make us speed up. We think if we speak fast, we sound fluent. But true authority often takes its time. Consciously practice slowing down. Read a sentence at half your normal speed. It will feel agonizingly slow to you, but to a listener, it often just sounds thoughtful and deliberate. Find a pace that feels calm, where you are in control of the words, not the other way around. And then there is projection. This is different from shouting. Shouting comes from the throat and can sound aggressive. Projection comes from the diaphragm, from your belly. It's about supporting your breath so your voice can fill a room without strain. Try this. Put a hand on your stomach. Take a deep breath and feel your stomach expand. Now, as you speak, feel your stomach muscles gently pushing that air out. That is the engine of a powerful voice. Before an important call or meeting, take 2 minutes to do these warm-ups. Hum to find your pitch. Breathe deeply to find your projection. Speak a few sentences slowly to find your pace. It's like stretching before a run. It prepares your instrument to perform at its best. Now, let's move to unlocking the sound of confidence. We are talking about the music of charismatic speech. This is where we move from just being heard to being truly listened to. The first element of this music is intonation. This is the melody of your speech. In English, intonation carries meaning. A falling intonation at the end of a sentence signals certainty and completion. It says, "I know what I'm talking about." A rising intonation can signal a question, but if you use it too much on statements, it can sound unsure, like you're seeking approval. Try saying this statement. "This is the best solution." Now say it with a falling pitch at the end. "This is the best solution." Feel the difference? The second one commands respect. Closely related to this is prioritizing key words. We don't give every word in a sentence the same weight. We spotlight the important ones. This is called sentence stress. By emphasizing different words, you can change the entire meaning and impact of your message. Consider the sentence, "I did not say that." If you stress I, it means someone else might have said it, but not you. If you stress say, it means you might have thought it, but you didn't verbalize it. If you stress that, it means you said something else, just not that specific thing. Charismatic speakers know exactly which word to stress to guide the listener's attention to their core message. And then we have the most powerful tool of all, perhaps because it is the absence of sound, the pause. In many cultures, silence in a conversation feels awkward. We rush to fill it. But in charismatic English speaking, a well-placed pause is a power move. It is not hesitation, it is strategic. Before you say something important, pause for a beat. It builds anticipation. After you say something important, pause again. It lets your words land. It gives the listener time to absorb your point. It shows that you are confident enough to hold the silence. Let's go even deeper now, beyond the basics, to advanced articulation for appeal. This addresses the finer details, the texture of your voice. Let's talk about vowels. I call this the velvet vowel technique. Sometimes tension in the jaw can make vowels sound thin or harsh. Charismatic voices often have a warmth, a roundness to them. To achieve this, you need to relax your jaw. Let there be a little space between your back teeth, even when your mouth is closed. When you speak, let your jaw drop a little more freely on open vowel sounds like ah in father or o in go. This creates more space in your mouth for the sound to resonate, adding a rich, warm quality, a velvet texture to your voice. Balancing this warmth, we need consonant clarity. You want warmth, but you don't want to sound mushy. You need crisp, clear consonants. The T's, the K's, the P's, these are the edges of your words. They give your speech definition. The goal is precision that feels effortless, not robotic. It's about finishing each word before you start the next one. It's the difference between saying gonna and going to in a formal setting. Both are okay, but the second one has more authority. A great way to learn these nuances is by mimicking charisma. Find a speaker you admire who has a similar vocal range to yours. Listen to them not just for content, but for their musicality. Do they use long pauses? Do they have a very wide pitch range? Don't try to copy their identity. You want to sound like you, not an imitation of someone else. But borrow their techniques. Borrow their use of pace. Borrow their warm tone. Try it on like a new coat and see what parts of it fit your authentic style. So, how do we bring all of this together into your charismatic communication future? You cannot do all of these things at once, tomorrow, in a high-pressure meeting. That is a recipe for overwhelm. You need a simple framework for integration. Choose one thing, just one. Maybe this week you will focus only on pausing. In every conversation, try to take one deliberate pause before you answer a question. Just one. See how it feels. See how people react. Next week, maybe you focus on falling intonation at the end of your sentences. Over time, these small, conscious efforts will become unconscious habits. They will become second nature. The beauty of this work is the ripple effect. When you unlock your authentic voice in English, it doesn't just stay in your professional meetings. It touches everything. You will feel more present in your personal conversations. You will feel a deeper sense of overall confidence because you are no longer hiding behind a safe, flat version of yourself. You are showing up fully. To continue this journey, use the resources around you. Watch TED Talks, but watch them like a student of vocal charisma. Join a local public speaking group like Toastmasters, where you can practice these skills in a safe environment. Record yourself often and be kind but honest in your self-assessment. Your journey to a more charismatic voice starts right now, in this moment. My question for you is this: which of the techniques we discussed today are you most excited to try first? Is it mastering the power of the pause to command attention? Or is it perhaps exploring your pitch range to add more dynamic energy to your speech? I would love to hear your starting point. Share your first step in the comments below. Let's make this a community of powerful, authentic communicators who support each other. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive today. It takes courage to work on something as personal as your voice. Remember, your authentic voice is your most powerful tool. It is unique to you, and it has value. It's time to let the world hear it. Don't forget to subscribe for more lessons to guide you on your complete journey from A to Z. Until next time, keep speaking with confidence, keep speaking with charisma, and most importantly, keep being you.